Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper, and happy Tuesday to you. It's time for the Tuesday video. I don't want to call it Sweet Sweet Tuesday because I haven't decided what I'm doing for the month of September. It's just one of those months. I'm in Canada and I'm spending a lot of time with my grandchildren, my kids, my mom, my friends, and it's been wonderful. And then the other part of my life is I've been going crazy, squirrely, wonderfully having a good time preparing for our St. Jacob's retreat. 87 ladies are joining Tina, Northern Stamper, and myself in St. Jacob's, and we're really excited. So we're planning all kinds of fun things to do with everyone. And that has taken up a lot of my time. So I haven't had time to figure out what to do for September. So I thought today I would share with you a fun teepee card. This is a great little fold, and it just has one little trick to it that you know, I actually took an old card that I had made and I took it apart to see how to do it. So I'm going to just go along, share the process with you. I have not yet made this card, so you're going to share the challenges right along with me. So here is the teepee card, and it stands up, so it's really cool. And this is like a retired. I've done this one with golfing paper as well. I will share the link to my blog that shows the different cards I've done with this. And some people put it together with a magnet, but I put it together with just a little slit here and it goes in. But if you open it up, and now on this side you can't really tell, but if you go to the other side, you can see that it's actually 3 squares put together. 1, 2, and 3. And what I didn't see right away is that 1 square is in front of the bottom one and 1 is underneath. So I'm going to turn it around, and I have the 3 squares. I've scored them on the diagonal. So the middle one, I'm just going to raise that up. You know what? I'm going to zoom out so that you can see a little bit better. And I'm going to turn the volume up so you can hear me well. Okay, so this one, I'm just trying to see how I did this. This one is going on top, okay? So we have the one at the bottom, and then this one is going to go like so. And then you see, I don't really understand it though. I'm not a logical person, so you are going to enjoy. So that piece is sticking out, which means, I think that one went on top. Okay, and then this one, let's see, this one's going underneath. So let's just see if this is an optical illusion. There we go. So it's straight across the top. It's just that what I don't understand here is I see a piece. Oh, okay, I get it. I get it. Okay, this is really great. It's good that you can struggle along with me. See, this piece is going to get cut in half. And I see that this is going to go like so. So, all right, I'm going to cut my pieces. I'm just blathering right now, and that's not going to be helpful to you at all. So let's cut these pieces. Now, before I cut them, I want to tell you what the size is here. So these are 4 inches by 4 inches, okay? The white pieces. And then the pattern pieces from Zany Zoo, or Zoo Crew, they are 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. So we're going to cut these in half on the diagonal. So we've got our paper trimmer. We're taking our 3 7/8 inch squares and we're making sure that both tips are right in this groove here. Here and here. Hold on to it firmly, close it up, and now we have 2 pieces. We're going to do the same thing with this one. And here we go. Okay, now we can start construction. So remember, the one on the left is going underneath and the one on the right goes on top. So right on top, left underneath, right on top. Like, oh yeah, you're right on top, right on top of your game. So we'll do the one on top first. And I'm just going to eyeball this, that this is a triangle here at the bottom. I'm just going to flip this like so, and then put the adhesive on here, leaving that triangle at the bottom with no glue. Okay, that's the trick. I could have grabbed a pencil and done it that way, but That's not how I roll. So we're abutting the fold, the score line, okay? Now I'm just going to pick the whole thing up and flip it over because this is going to go on the other side. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to turn this around like so, keeping that as my guide. And then I'm going to put adhesive here. So I want to make sure I get right to my corners. I'm going to flip this over, and again, abutting to the side, right to the fold, not going over top of it, just going right up to it. Pressing a little. This is why you want to use liquid adhesive. It gives you a little more wiggle room. So there we go. I'm now going to flip it back the way it was. Now it's time to add our triangles. So this one is going to go like so. I'm just going to lay them out to make sure I did okay. This one's going to go so. And then like so. And then, see, and so that was an optical illusion, and that's why I wasn't sure about the fold, because I thought, oh, I don't see a space here. I don't see a triangle. But now there is a triangle. We're going to put these down, and then we're going to figure out what we're going to do with those open spots. Some people, when they make a teepee fold card, leave them blank, and you can definitely do that, especially with this black and white theme. If you want to keep it simple, by all means, just leave it blank. Going to slide this over a little bit and add some adhesive. This paper is wonderful to work with. On one side, there is just black and white, and on the other side, there's these whimsical creatures from Zany Zoo. It may even be called Zoo Crew, but I will look it up. I should have found the stamp set to show you right off the get-go. But I am trying to get this video done before the littles come back from school. I'm pre-recording it. And I find there's not much point in going live on YouTube when I can't moderate the comments. I can't make a card like this and talk to you guys at the same time. So what I'll do is I'll make it a premiere, which means I can chat with you as the video is watching. It basically means that we're watching the video together. It feels like it's live, but it's not, and it's actually the best of both worlds. Okay, so now I have those two, see? And now we're going to do these. So the pattern paper covers up the weirdness of the construction, and that's what makes it so magical. Well, you don't want to glue on top of your project. I don't say that I don't do that sometimes. I do, but I should lead with a good example. So I hope you guys are doing well, and that you are stamping and sending happy mail and enjoying your hobby. I would love to be your demonstrator if you don't already have one. Now, I have to think hard. I got talking. This one has to go this way. I always have the links for the products that I've used in the description underneath the video. You might have to click on the show more to get to it. And then you can just click on the links and shop with me if you live in Canada. And in Europe, I have a link to my online store in Europe. Sadly, I cannot sell to you if you live in the States or in Australia or New Zealand. Then you can purchase tutorials. I have some great PDF tutorials on my blog, and I love it to hear from my friends in those countries. There. Okay, so now the next thing I was trying to figure out is the square here. I think it's a 1 3/8 inch square, and then I cut it in half. Might even be a 1.5 inch square. A 1.5 inch square, and then I cut it in half. We're going to play and see if that is actually correct. I'm going to use this paper. I have a square cut already, but I don't want to cheat. If I have to, I will. If this is wrong, we're not going to do it. So 1.5 inch. 1.5 inch. And then we're going to cut it on the diagonal. So you put both corners in the little cutting trough. This one's a little smaller, so and my fingers are a little sticky, to be honest. Okay. Oh, it moved, I think. In the trough, in the trough. You can kind of see through the cutting groove. All right, I'm just going to go for it. I think I did okay. All right, let's see if that was the right measurement. You know what? It was. Look at that. So 1.5 inch square, and it fits right in there. And it does give a nice little pop of color. So we'll put those in. And then we're going to see how I did that little slit. You can also get little magnets, but I don't think I have any here. You could maybe even also use Velcro, but if you don't have to spend extra money, we can do it with a little slit, then I think that is even better. There, so remember this was a 1.5 inch square cut in half, corner to corner on the diagonal. Okay. There. And then we're going to finish it off with a couple of circle punches and some creatures. And there, my grandson Fergus sleeps with 2 raccoons and a rabbit, and the rabbit has now lost both ears. Okay, I'm going to clean my hands. So here we have it, and we have it working out perfectly. Now, I don't know if it matters which way it goes over, right over left. So, but I see that it has to go in about right here, so I need to draw a little line about like so. I'm going to move that, and you can see that wasn't really a genius move. Nothing high tech. Now we're going to get our cutter, and I'm going to lay this in, and I can see my line, and there, I'm just going to make a cut. Now, see, I've got a little slit there, and I'm hoping I did the angle right. Yes, it works. So that's really easy, actually. Now we're going to use, look at, I'm not sure how many, but we have all these fun creatures. And they all came out of the Zoo Crew paper. I think my Zoo Crew paper is packed for St. Jacobs, but I just think it's just so much fun. Wait, here's another guy. So there are dies. I'm going to show you there. Let's get the stamp set. This is so much fun. I love them all. The hardest thing is going to be deciding which one to use on the card. Okay, so here is the Zany Zoo stamp set. And then inside, the dies are fantastic. So you have the dies to cut out all the creatures. You have a die to cut out like a circus curtain. Then there's like a tree, a balloon, a stool for an easel. This little banner. There's flowers. There's little tulips. I don't even know what that is. Banners, streamers. I haven't played with this set so very much yet. But I mean, there's music notes. The skunk has some binoculars. The llama is knitting. It's just a great, fun set for the kids, or kids at heart. So now, I thought we would take our circle punches. So I have a 2-inch circle punch here that I'm going to use to cut out this pattern paper. There. And then with the black cardstock, I'm using the 2¼ inch circle punch. I think these are available online if they're not in the catalog. Our online exclusives are really pretty special. So I want to do this. And then, let's have a look. This guy, he looks pretty cool. And then we need to say something great to celebrate you. And I'm thinking it might look really nice embossed in white on black. But I'm first going to stamp it in black on white and see how that looks. Let's not make it too complicated. So I have my stamp here, and on this side it looks fine, but if I turn it around, you can see that there's quite a section there that has nothing on it. I think that could leave a line, so I like to get my sturdy scissors and just trim that off, just to guarantee my stamping success. And I'm just going to trim here and here, straight cuts, no curved cuts. You don't want to undermine your stamp. But I do like cutting off all the extra bits. That way I don't get those outline marks. Okay? And just grabbing a block. And now you're going to smile because take a look. I don't know if you do this. I had a piece of white, and I used it to write my grocery list, which I then did not take with to the grocery store. However, when you write a list, that helps. Just writing the list will help you keep it in memory. And I'm just going to stamp. I don't know if this is straight. Oh, you know what? That's not bad at all. I wasn't looking above it. Oh, I got lucky. All right. Paper trimmer again. We will cut off the grocery list. And you know what? It looks great like this. Embossing tiny little letters can be tricky. So there we go. I want to get in nice and close. There. And then I might leave room for a little flag. And I'll let you know what I mean by that. So a little flaggy, you cut down the middle. So, and then from the corner to the middle. There. Doesn't that look cute? All right, now we're going to do this again. And let's put this together. I'm so happy with this card. I was kind of stressing about it because I was tight on time and I thought, oh, am I biting off more than I can chew? Is it going to be a nice card? You know, all those things. We look like we know what we're doing, but we're just normal people. And look at this. I have inky fingers. They're not gardening fingers. I was doing a watercolor technique today, and that just doesn't come off. So you know what? You're not getting manicured hands from me, but they're not dirty. It's just ink. So I think the fox should be popped up. So we need to find some dimensionals. Now the fox is going to be off a little bit, so we don't want a dimensional on the front part. So we're going to put some here, one on his head. Maybe I could have used black dimensionals, but I didn't. I used white because the back side is black, but the front isn't. Yeah, okay. Here, the colors are just so cute, aren't they? There we go. And now, to add a little interest to our flag, if you just do this with your bone folder, you get a bit more. We don't want it going too much, but just popping up a little bit. Little banner. There. And now we'll just add a little bit of adhesive to this part. There. And I like it so that you don't see the front of the banner. So it looks like he's just getting pulled. You know, like an airplane that pulls that banner in the sky. Okay, so now we're going to look to see where did we put our little tuck-in thing. It's at the back, so I'm fine to do it on this side or this side. So we're going to put it here. Oh, that's so cute. Look. There. And I'm pretty sure that this will fold into an envelope. Let me just see. We're going to take it apart. And then it goes like this. Yeah, it will fold into an envelope. All right, that's good to know. And let's put it together again so I know where to put my, here, a little adhesive on the back. We're not going to pop this part up. There we go. And then I'll just hold my fingers underneath there for stability. And he looks like he's driving right off the edge of the card. Isn't that fun? I guess we could go up a little bit. There. How cute is that? And then if you want to, you can add some other creatures just to the back without anything. I think that's fun. Especially this, yeah, this if it's a card coming from grandma, like we do like to knit. Although I haven't knit in years. The kids would love for me to start again. Maybe after St. Jacob's, I'm going to need some time to just sit and knit. I do love it. There. And who are we going to put on the back? Oh, I think the cat. Look at that. See, so you've got a great card. You could add some more sayings if you wanted to, but I just thought it was fun. Oh, good thing that flew up. I did this like weeks ago in Holland. I cut these all out with the dies. The dies coordinate with the paper. I tried to find the paper and I couldn't. So that's too bad. I wanted to show it to you. It's really cute. Just got some adhesive there. So I hope that you like my Teepee card. And I hope you try one of your own. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know if you have success in making this card. And give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. It would just make my day. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope I get happy mail from you in the form of you've received an online order notification. That makes me so happy. When you do that, you'll get a free PDF tutorial from me. And I thank you. Thank you for being part of my Stampin' Up! Community and for watching my video today. Have a super day. Bye.